Here goes another spontaneous trip and last-minute plan. Ben just drove off where we will explore the possibilities of arriving at the iconic US Highway 395 not by the conventional route, but through an overland adventure, traversing back roads, navigating desert landscapes, and discovering hidden gems along the way, and access to incredible outdoor adventures. We will explore the rewarding possibilities of arriving at 395 through backcountry routes and unpaved roads. The day finally came to venture out in Highway 395's, a chance to make it to the top of Kavanaugh Ridge. There are spots where we drive around rocks and ruts, but very manageable for vehicles with four-wheel drive. As we climbed in elevation and made our way up, there are sections of the trail that made us wonder if we were still on the trail. Also wish for a softer ride. We rolled right up to a small pond tucked against the side of a mountain. This turned into an instant camp spot for the night. We made it to the first night in one piece, even if it was late in the evening. As the sun went up, the beauty of this sight slowly brightened. We found a small, crystal-clear lake reflecting the sky. Its surface so still it looked like a sheet of polished glass.
After a good breakfast, it's time to finish off this trail to the peak of Kavanaugh Ridge, with an elevation of 10,980 feet above sea level.
We are making slow progress, stopping often to admire the ever-widening vistas. The air began to thin, the temperature dropping with each foot of elevation.
It is indeed breathtaking getting to the peak of Kavanaugh Ridge. The epic view shows West Lake, East Lake, and Green Lake, and it's worth the drive up. As we drove away, I glanced back at the receding silhouette of Kavanaugh Ridge, its peaks bathed in the golden glow of the setting sun. The silence of the ridge, I knew, would stay with us, a powerful reminder of the beauty and resilience that could be found in the heart of the wilderness. Next destination we randomly chose to drive to is the hot springs, as there are numerous active natural hot springs located around Mammoth Lakes, just above one of the largest supervolcano system, making it a perfect spot for adventurers along Highway 395 to relax. We spent the day to camp just near the Crab Cooker Hot Springs, one of my personal favorites among the nearby hot springs, since we comfortably had this all to ourselves. We then drove a couple miles and spent hours soaking on Wild Willie's hot spring, undoubtedly the most popular hot spring in this area due to its spaciousness and multiple pools, and this captivates more visitors than most other natural hot springs nearby, and features a uniquely shaped heart hot spring. Another location we thought about visiting is the Hot Creek Geological Site, a renowned geothermal area that bears a resemblance to Yellowstone National Park. This site features a vast river basin formed by a volcanic eruption that occurred 700,000 years ago. Here, we can observe fascinating natural phenomena, including steaming geysers, boiling water, and bubbling hot springs, all part of the Earth's process of releasing pressure, heat, and water. Our final stop before the day ends is the Crawley Lake columns, known to be a mysterious sight. These natural columns are not easy to get to, but they are rewarding for any adventurer who makes their way out there to see them. At a half mile began the slow, deliberate crawl towards a steep and rutted uphill portion and the network of off-road trails that snake towards Crawley Lake. As we rounded a bend, the landscape opened up, revealing a vista that is gorgeous and took my breath away. The Crawley Lake columns stood in silent majesty before us, a cluster of strange, almost otherworldly pillars rising from the dusty earth. They looked like giant petrified tree trunks, their surface is scarred with time and weather. It isn't just the columns themselves that made this day special. It's the shared experience, the feeling of being together with my wife and kids, away from the distractions of our everyday lives. We spent the next hour by sunset exploring the columns, scrambling over rocks, and running our hands over the cool, rough surfaces. It felt like we had stumbled upon a forgotten civilization. drove out, leaned back in my seat, watching the landscape blur past. The hike to the Crawley Lake columns wasn't just a walk in the wild. It was a reminder of the power of nature, the importance of family, and the magic that can be found in the most unexpected places. And as we drove away, I knew this was an adventure I would never forget. Our final destination for this journey is the Reward Mine. The trailhead is located across from the Manzanar War Relocation Camp, one of 10 U.S. concentration camps where Japanese Americans were held during World War II. Today it stands as a National Historic Site. The Reward Mine is an abandoned gold and silver mine which is nestled at the base of the mountains to the east of the Owens River, situated between Lone Pine and Independence, California.
The trail to the Reward Mine is steep and rocky, with embedded boulders, and definitely requires a four-wheel drive vehicle to reach the summit.
This isn't just about off-roading or hiking, it is something deeper. It is about the pursuit of solitude, the challenge of the wild, and the quiet communion with nature's raw power. Our rig along with the adventure trailer aren't just tools. These are partners in this endeavor, enabling our journey to the far reaches of human experience.
Concealed in the shadows of the cliffs, nearly undetectable from afar, was a narrow, overgrown entrance. This was the entrance to the Reward Mine.
With caution, we drove into the mine, our headlights piercing the darkness. The air felt heavy and damp, the silence interrupted only by the sound of our engine. We ventured deeper into the mine.
I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think.
Keep an eye.
Yeah, I got it.
Wow. So.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's really close.
It's far. It's like it's like 2 hands away maybe.
Oh my god.
Yay!
We drove into the mine for over a quarter mile. Inside, the trail is composed of easy, soft dirt. There are a few offshoots where a single vehicle can turn around, and the end is spacious enough for several vehicles to maneuver. Furthermore, Navigating inside this mine alone takes considerable courage.
Alright, navigating the rig on foot beside Reward Mine. It's pretty sketchy here, this spot right here. It's like a room inside this mine.
When we finally emerged back into the sunlight, squinting against the brightness, we experienced a deep sense of achievement, the validation of a long-lost mine and the quiet fulfillment of overcoming a personal challenge. We realized that the true reward was not getting to the end of the mine, but the journey itself. It was the solitude, the intense beauty within the darkness, and the soft echoes of the stories buried within the earth that truly enriched our experience.